Get ready with me to visit my friends for dinner tonight. We're gonna do very natural kind of romantic makeup. Just applied this lotion and I'm going to use Mary Phillips foundations, and this foundation has satin finish and I don't need to do like heavy skincare since it's almost summer. But before, I wanna use Mary Phillips under painting palette. I have in the shade light, and let's go. Even didn't remove. Let's do very natural underpainting technique. For this, I'm going to use this shade first. I kind of do, and I'm doing kind of shade, like I'm doing kind of shade here because I kind of want to lift my eye a little, and I want to make my forehead a little smaller. And after I do little correction here, little corners here, I like to add little correction here. And if you add this corner, you see, you're gonna have this line like more structured. And to make your chin a little more sharp, I'm gonna add little shape, kind of sharpening it, make it longer. After, I'm using this shade. It has kind of peachy undertone, and I apply it for my under eyes because I have dark circles, obviously, and I kind of blend it like a concealer, you know. And also I love to cover here inside in the inner corner of the eye. Also, you can cover this part with the same shade or a lighter, and you see that's already kind of perfectly contoured. And of course, if you have like some acne, you can cover it with this shade. I like this shade. It has little green undertone. I'm gonna cover some acne here. And now we can apply the foundation. And I received these 3 foundations from Mary Phillips, and to be honest, I was surprised. And now this is my like everyday foundation. If I need makeup for daytime look, I apply it, like I use it like every single day. And today I think I'm gonna just use 50G. First, when I tried this foundation, I was really skeptical, to be honest, because when I open it and I poured it a little, you can see that foundation is really, really liquid. And I was like, wow, how liquid it is, and that is kind of crazy. And I thought it's not gonna cover like anything, you know. But when I tried this foundation, I was surprised. I applied a little bit on my wrist, and I kind of blended just little by little, and I started covering. And I really want you to see what's going on here. I love the texture a lot because technically for me it's enough one pump to cover all the face. And don't forget that we did underpainting, and in this area I cannot blending it. I'm just using this as a sponge, you know, the brush. And in this case, all our underpainting that we done are gonna stay. This foundation even better when it sets a little. It looks incredible. Like you just need to try it and feel it. To be honest, I really think that this foundation is one of the best daytime foundation, like incredible. I'm gonna apply a little blush. I'm using my favorite Kevyn Aucoin blush in a shade Awaken. I was saving it in my case because I felt so bad like to use it because I love it a lot. And I kind of add a little bit on the cheekbones and on my nose. You know, like I like when it's a little bit on the nose. In this case, it looks like it's sun-kissed. Now I do my eyebrows with Anastasia Beverly Hills. The shade is soft brown. And I love it like a kind of more like pencil look, more natural. I'm technically filling in my eyebrows, and I create this kind of natural look. After I'm done with the pencil, I style it with the eyebrow gel. The secret of the perfect eyebrows is when you're applying pencil and you kind of blending at the same time. In this case, you won't have this crazy sharp look from 90s. And I don't really like to cover this foundation with any powder or something, but I really love to use powder under my eyes, because otherwise I feel it's a little sticky or something, you know. And I take my powder from Charlotte Tilbury, #1, and I kind of apply it for under eye area and creating kind of corner. And also you can add a little bit powder here on your chin, otherwise it's gonna be oily. And you can add a little on forehead. Yeah, I don't like to add powder, but I powdered all the face. I'm gonna take the bronzer and I'm gonna create the natural shade kind of under eye to make my eye a little bit bigger. I'm gonna add it a little bit in the crease, little kind of cat eye. Okay, so I decided to do like kind of natural romantic look. I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, you know this palette, one of my favorite, and I kind of blend foundation and I apply this kind of pinkish look. I blend it, I use this one, and after now I'm using this one. And I need to lift a little bit my hooded eye, and I take this shade and I apply it right here. You know, I love this palette because you technically have all the shades you can use like all together. And I'm gonna just add this tiny sparkle and just on my eyelid. For the lashes, I'm gonna use dark brown mascara from Cabaret. You can find it on Amazon. I just apply with this thick layer because for daytime looks, I really love dark brown mascara. I use black mascara only night out looks. Look how beautiful it is. So nice, right? To be honest, I really recommend to everyone use dark brown mascara for daytime look, especially if you're a blonde, if you have red hair, of course if you're not like a brunette. But look how beautiful it is, and who can tell it's not black, you know. For the lips also, let's do something very natural. I have a pencil from NYX in a shade Nude Truffle. That's a really famous shade, you know, like I feel like everyone knows this shade. The shade is good, perfect for natural lips, for blondes, and for the look I want to do now. I love to overline my lips a little, and I want to try this lipstick. I tried it on my model on the shoot, and I want to try this on myself. 033 Soft Nude. Look how beautiful it is. Oh. Listen, I really love this lipstick. I love that it's really moisturizing. Well, I probably have to keep it on my personal case. Purse. You see, like I have like huge bottle. I love this airbrush setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. I love personally this one that has the satin finish. Charlotte Tilbury now has different one. She has with them like mattifying. I don't like mattifying personally, only for people who have like really oily skin or if a client asks for it. But this one I would say is one of my favorite. I love a lot of things from Charlotte Tilbury. Well, who doesn't? And I kind of really generously, well, I let it dry, and that's it. And we're kind of ready to go to see my friends.